Hello listeners, welcome to the next episode of our Wangels podcast. This episode we introduce our new members of the head team, and today we are chatting with our head students, Toby and Alice.
Hello.
Hiya.
What's the best thing about being part of the head team?
I think having the ability to make change and to voice opinions that we haven't been able to do before.
I would say it's kind of the same thing. It's just the ability to put in motion other students' ideas and your own ideas and just kind of help the school improve as a whole.
How did you feel when you got accepted?
It was quite a relief. The interview process and the campaign process was quite long and it was quite challenging, but I was quite overwhelmed. I didn't expect to be chosen and it was quite a relief.
Yeah, I was over the moon. I was so excited when I got it because I've been wanting this for so long, so I was very happy.
What was the interview process like?
It was quite scary to start with, especially the first assembly, but once we did the first one, then it got a lot easier.
I'd say the same. It was quite overwhelming at the start, seeing all the students in the hall, but the more you did it, the more used to it you got, and then the interview itself was quite fine.
What are you most passionate about in order for change?
I think I'm most passionate to change the way we pride the students that behave well in the school. I wanted to introduce the Students of the Month system to take pride in those who represent Wangels the best they can.
I'm going to look into the mental health support system and just make it more accessible for everybody and easier to understand and to support every student at the school.
Thank you, Toby and Alice, for coming on and answering our questions today.
Thank you.
Thank you and goodbye.
So now we're joined by Krish and Neha from the head team.
Why did you decide to apply for the head team?
I think I decided to apply for the head team because ever since I was in year 7, I'd be given these assemblies and I'd see people who were going for the head team and I'd always think, oh, how would I make my speech? How would I craft it? How would I present myself? And I really looked up to those people because they were confident and they could speak to a crowded they could speak to an audience. So I wanted to see if I could be in that position and try my best.
I decided to apply to the head team because I've always been quite an opinionated person. I've always liked to give my views and opinions on scenarios and different issues. So I think the main reason that I've joined is just so I could give my input and say what I think should be changed as I finally have the chance to do so.
Perfect. What's your role in the head team? What Wangels value do you represent?
I represent respect on the head team, and I feel that's quite a broad term, so it covers a lot of different things equality and making sure everyone's together as a team, but also loads of different aspects, making sure that everyone's working together, and I just think it really represents me.
I represent resilience in the head team, and I think it's a very important value because I think it interlinks between all of them, because with respect, kindness and pride, I think if you're going through a bad time or a good time, you always need resilience to get you through anything. So I think it reflects me very well because I've always thought about mindset and transferable skills and how you can apply it to different scenarios, and I think resilience really shows that.
Do you enjoy this role? Is this the role you initially applied for?
I really do enjoy this role. Obviously I've only been in it for about I think a month now, but so far I love how I'm working in a team. All the people on the head team with me, they're great people and I love working with them, and I love how it's not really an independent task. We're given a role to represent, but it doesn't mean that we should be working on our own. We're still working and collaborating together.
So I'm very excited that I got resilience because I think it's something that represents me. So I would say it was the role that I initially applied for, and yeah, I look forward to working with everyone as well because, like Neha said, all the values link to each other, so we do everything as a group, I'd say.
What will you do to make the school a better place today, and what are your future plans?
So I want to introduce more clubs because I feel everyone likes doing activities. There's opportunities so you can make friends and learn new things. So as well as this, I've also been thinking about adding more days where we could learn about current affairs, because I feel like it's good to know about what's going on in the world apart from just what we are like taught in lessons. And I also want to like make school more fun, maybe introduce non-school uniform days or pajama days so that people feel like excited to come to school and like excited to be part of the Wangels community.
Linking to my value of resilience, I would like to do more inter-year competitions, and also competitions between years, which like friendly competition, which would like make people, I feel like, more resilient, more excited to come to do these activities. And these skills could be like transferred to learning as well, because if you're excited to do something, then maybe they'll be more excited to learn as well.
Amazing. When you first joined the school, did you ever look up to the head team? Would you want the same for the current students in school, and why?
When I first joined the school, I did look up to the head team, as I said earlier, because I feel like they really like were confident people, and like they were proud of themselves and they could speak up, and I just wanted to be like that. I hoped that I could be someone that people could look up to and like speak to if they had any concerns. And I would like people to look up to me, but also I would like to learn from them more. Like, you guys are my voice, so I'd like to like talk to you guys, learn things from you rather than it being the other way around.
I've always looked up to their team. Like, I've respected the fact that there is a representation of student voices that doesn't come directly from the teachers but from a student's perspective, because we've been in the position of all of the years, we've been there. So I feel like the fact that there is students that are making change, yeah, I just have a ton of respect for everyone before me that was in the head team, and that's what really excited me to be there myself.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today, Krish and Neha. I'm sure you'll make a great part of the head team.
Thank you.
Now welcome Erin and Jinmo.
Hello.
Hey guys. What were your thoughts after you said your speech, and did you think you would make it into the head team?
I was quite relieved after the week, to be honest. I did think I had killed it. I think I did really well.
I was still very anxious, very shaky. I hate public speaking in general, but as I came off, I genuinely made a list of students who I thought were going to be on the head team, and I was not on that. So I was very, very surprised that I was, but I'm glad that I am.
What were your thoughts after you had been selected?
To be honest, I was disappointed at the beginning not to get head student, but that was short-lived, as I was just more focused on bringing my attributes towards the team and helping them.
I wasn't actually in school at the time. I was off really ill, so I got a phone call from Miss Ward and was completely shocked, especially because I'd had a really bad week as well, so it really uplifted everything. And also my mum gave me a present when she found out, so that was quite nice as well.
That's good. What Wangels value do you represent, and what does it mean to you?
So, part of the head team, I represent pride, and pride means to me about celebrating you yourself and expressing where you're from and who you are.
I represent kindness. I think it's really important, because if you're not kind to people, the world won't keep moving. If everyone's like horrible to each other, then there'll just be consistent arguments and nothing will ever get done. So I think just being kind to everyone and kind of just encapsulates everything, really.
Both of them are really important. What were you looking for when selecting students to be a part of the school council?
What I was looking for was people who were sensible but also very enthusiastic and had a lot of opinions to share.
Yeah, like Jinmo, I think very opinionated kind of students who could put their ideas across in a sensible way and not kind of be too abrasive or aggressive with them. But also just kind of personality-wise, just someone who you can tell is going to be nice and kind and like actually get on with what they're being asked to do.
Definitely. What are you willing to do to improve or change our school as a head team?
So I'm willing to listen to all the students and what they want. I think this school is run by our students and their ideas. I'm willing to listen to them, and as a part of the head team, just serve whatever the students want and use their ideas to make it happen.
As I'm already on the head team, I've already started some projects rolling. So I'm working on the student voice boxes at the moment, so that's a lot about kind of listening to students, getting more students involved, which is really, really lovely. And also,
thank you, Erin and Jinmo. for coming and answering our questions today.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
And now we welcome 2 members of the Student Council to join us. Welcome Dario and Isha.
Hello.
So my first question is, have you been on the school council before, whether that's in primary school or at Wangels?
I was in the school council last year as well as this year.
So, same with Isha. I'm also in school council last year.
And how did you guys have to apply? Was there a form or did you have to do anything else?
We had to fill in an application talking about our ideas and why we wanted to join, about our clubs, how we handle school workload. And after that, we also had to go through an interview with members of head team.
Yeah, same with me. I found the application in my school email, and I filled it up, and they invited me to have an interview with them. So yeah.
You might already cover this, but how were you chosen to join the student council?
We had interview with the head team. They asked us a few simple questions and asked about our thoughts on school council, why we joined it. So yeah.
There's also a couple of weird questions. There's a weird question about if you had to be a chocolate bar, what chocolate bar you would be.
Yeah, the chocolate bar. I said I was a dark chocolate.
Yeah, I said I was a dairy milk bar.
So how did you know when you got in? Were there an email? Did the student council come and tell you, or head team? Sorry.
Well, I got my email from Alice, and yeah, she told me, "Oh, congratulations, you're accepted into school council."
Yeah, I went on our last day of school when we had non-school uniform. I was going through my emails with a friend of mine, and I was like, oh, "I'm in school council now," and I was representing respect.
Yeah, I think I'm representing kindness, and yeah, obviously the email process was one of the main how they told you to get in, or you got in. And when did you guys have your first meeting, and what was it about? Can you remember?
I think our last meeting is last
Tuesday.
I think it was more another week back.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Tuesday, yeah, during lunchtime.
And what was it about?
We were talking about Skirtland, how we can combat that, litter, and the new policy for skirts.
Yep.
Yeah. And the most important question of all, do you like being in the school council?
I mean, I guess I have to say yes now because I did sign up. But no, I genuinely do enjoy having my voice heard and helping others. So yeah, mine's a yes. What about you?
I like hearing how the head team is planning stuff, so I know myself, I know what's going on in the future, and I could also tell others about it. And yeah, I also expressing my own opinion on things, for example the skirt length policy. I could tell I could express my opinion. Oh, this is kind of bad. Oh, this is good. It's.
I'm gonna have to say yes as well because it's obviously the first time I've been in the school council. I didn't sign up in year 7, 8, and 9. I think I signed up in primary school but didn't get in. A lot of my friends did, so this is the first time in any school council I've been in, and it's quite fun actually. You get to have your own opinions and you can decide if you like something or not like something, so it's kind of cool. And that's it, everything. Thank you to all our guests who have featured on this episode of the podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening to our head team and student council special. Bye for now.